Okay, we are about to discuss what? Rural development. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Can you able to can you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we need to start from what are the sources of rural credit. What are the sources for rural credit? First one is non-institutional. Non-institutional means it is not a organization or a company. Just our neighbors, relatives, friends, and the money lender. We will go borrow money from them. Who is money lender? So the very big from the very beginning, money lender have been advancing a major share of from the farm credit. The peasant are exploited through exorbitary, that is very high rate of interest. Quite frequently, their account are manipulated without their knowledge. Okay, what about this money lender? Kandu vatti karanga. Okay, so what they will do? These people will lend money for high rate of interest, and they won't do any legal formalities. Simply, they will collect the document, some land document or anything for a surety. In case if the farmer fail to pay that, they will claim it for the money what they are given. The relatives we know very well. Yeah, sometimes we will just finance through our relatives when there is a crisis, financial crisis. So for that, we need not to pay any interest. So based upon the word of mouth and terms and conditions, we can able to pay them on the time what when we are promised. Then traders and commission agents. Are you all there, guys?
Yes, sir.
Krivanidhi,
Yes,
இருக்கீங்களா?
sir.
Boys, Kriva, Yogis, Darshan, Pravi.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what about traders and commission agents in a sense? These people, what they will do, the commission agents, their duty is what? They are the mediator between the farmers and the businessman. For example, French fries. So have you all tasted French fries? How many of them like French fries? No one. Devashni and Robbie. So how many of them like French fries? No one. What Miss Subi? You don't like to eat French fries?
Right, sir.
Okay, fine. So the French fries where we used to get it is from potato. And yeah. So from where we are getting potato, we used to get potato from the farmers. And the person who link farmer and the businessman, we will call them as a commission agent. Okay, so he's just middleman. So he also will do rural credit for high rate of interest. Then rich landlords, pannayargal. Okay, so big chains. What they will do? The small as well as marginal farmers and tenants take loans from landlords for meeting their financial requirements. Landlords also charge high rate of interest on such loans and exploit the pe- peasants, particularly small farmers and tenants. Okay, so this is suits for small farmers and tillers. Tillers in the sense the person who don't have land but they will do agriculture. Okay, so for them also this landlord he will collect a lot of interest for them from them. So all those things which is not a corporate, it is not a company or firm. That's why it is non. It is called as non-institutional sources. Now we are able to discuss institutional sources. There are various institutions that is corporate like commercial banks. used to exploit small and marginal farmers by lending to them on high rate of interest by manipulating the account to keep them in a debt trap. A major change occurred after 1969 when India adopted the institutional credit approach through various agencies. So, in like financial institutions, in the sense like Muthoot Finance, Malabar Gold, Sakti Finance. Have you all heard about that? Yes, have you all heard about these companies? Often you will see the advertisements in TV, Leah Sakti Finance, Sri Ram Finance, Muthoot Finance. So these are all the financial institution. They will lend money. They will lend money for interest, and they will do everything legally. So they are all legally registered firms. So we'll discuss one by one what are all the types. So first one is, so government establish the institutional sources with the following object. What are the objective in the sense to provide adequate credit to farmers at cheaper interest. Okay. So whenever there is a requirement for farmers for doing cultivation or for purchasing of uh, these fertilizers, okay, seeds, high yield variety seeds, and the money, if they want to buy, they are in need of what? They are in need of loan. Okay, fine. To assist small and marginal farmers in raising the agricultural productivity and maximizing their income. Are you all there, guys?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
Sudarshan waiting in lobby, sir.
You are not Sudarshana.
Yes, sir.
What happened, Sudarshan? You came as a guest. Okay. Shall we continue? The first one is cooperative credit. What do you mean by cooperative? The primary objective of the cooperative is to liberate the Indian peasantry from the clutches of money lenders and to promote them credit at low rate of interest. Peasantry in a sense what? The person who is borrowing money for the agricultural purpose, like farmers, poor farmers. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
So usually what this money lenders do, they will give credit, okay, and they will collect more than the credit amount. They will collect money more than the credit amount, and then even though they will say, so for still you need to give some this much lakhs. So to okay, to protect the poor farmers from these kind of people, the cooperative credit is they started to giving loan to the poor farmers at low interest rate. And land development banks. What do you mean by land development? In case if you need to purchase any land, okay. So for that they will give us mortgage of their. So in case of we need to buy a land or else we will need to repay any debts, we can able to pledge our land document, and we can able to money and we can able to clear the dues. Then commercial credit, bank credit. What is commercial bank? Like HDFC, Axis, KVB, then SBI. So these are all the banks. So what they will do, they have more ultimate motive. So there is a RBI instruction. What is the instruction? So they need to provide loan to the farmers for the agriculture purpose. So have you all heard about agri loan? If you go for agri loan compared to normal home loan like housing loan, car loan, the interest rate of agri loan is very less. Even sometimes they used to get subsidies from the central government and our state government. The next one is the government. The government provided by the loans provided by the government are known as Takavi loans and are lent during emergency of distress like famines, floods. The rate of interest charged against such loans is very low, as 6%. Okay, am I audible? So in case of flood, so Kerala often it will affect by flood, and a lot of crops will get collapsed. Even disaster, earthquake, they will lose so many buildings. To protect them from those kind of losses, what they will do, they will lend money. So by March 2011 and 2012, more than 43 lakh SHGs had reportedly been credit linked. Okay, what do you mean by so nearly SHG small help groups? Okay, so they got so they got loans and credit facilities, and they have contributed to performance. Okay, sorry. So in a rural development bank. Okay, so these banks, what they will do, sorry, regional development bank. Are you all there, guys? Since the rural area is too far away from the place where people can able to access, so they have to open up branches. Okay, nearby rural areas. Have you seen this cooperative bank and in even you can Kandambalam can you able to find any um like any private banks can you able to find in Kandambalam? Only one bank is there, right? Canara Bank or SBI? What, Mr. Pravi? So what bank is available in Kandambalam? So in Kandambalam there is a bank, I think Indian bank, like an Indian bank, I think. So like this, the rural, so like this rural banks, okay, what they will do, they will operate for what they will do their service for the poor farmers, agricultural laborers, and they will provide credit facilities and other facilities. And the next one is the government. Government also they will provide loans for very loans, and in case of famines, the pancham or flood, they will provide help. They will lend money, or else they will give some subsidies help. Then NABARD, are you all there? So what is NABARD in the sense? It is the full form of National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. Are you all there, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So how this RBI is the apex body. Apex body in the means superior body for all the commercial bank. This NABARD also is apex bank. Is the superior body for all the rural credit. Okay, for this for this financial institutions. For financial institutions, NABARD is the apex body, superior body. They will do regulates. They regulate norms, principles, procedures. Okay, they will fix the interest rate. So that's why it is called as NABARD will be called as what a superior bank, apex bank. So it was established in the year 1982 by, according to the act by Parliament. Okay. So it is the objective to promote health and strength of credit institutions, name cooperatives, commercial bank, and regional rural bank. So all these banks comes under which one? NABARD. Okay, NABARD only controlling this cooperative, land development bank, commercial bank, regional bank. Okay. Besides providing financial credit institution, NABARD also provide financial assistance to the non-farmer sectors to promote integrated rural development and prosperity of backward areas. Okay, non-farming sectors means what? Like animal husbandry, like chicken, poultry, then dairy farm, அப்புறம் even emu கோழி farm. Okay, so many fish farm, all those things will be so what is a self-help group? I think you know very well about self-help group. Yes. Guys, are you all there? இருக்கீங்களா? No one is opening your mouth at all. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
At least you should open your mouth, right? Okay, fine. Okay. So, what is the self-help group they will do? Among in your family, anyone is there with a member of self-help group? Anyone?
No.
யாரா இருக்கீங்களா self-help group member? So what they will do? At least have you heard about self-help group?
Yes, sir.
Then share, Miss Indu. Can you share it?
Sir, it is something, the group of women, they will be starting, sir. If we are a member of self-help group, we can get small loan from among the group, and from bank also we can get the loans. It's to start small business, something like that.
Yes. Even commercial banks, they too have this what self-help group. I can say HDFC self-help group. So you can see HDFC self-help group loan. Okay. Even certain banks, they will do what they will assist to the self-help groups. So as Indu said, they will give a fund and they will train them for certain small scale industries, and they will give courses. Okay. So they will try to develop their economical wise. So their focus is largely on the rural poor people who have no substantial access to the formal banking. So the target group comprise of small and marginal farmers, agricultural, non-agricultural laborers, artisans. Self-help groups promote thrift in small proportion of minimum contribution from each members. Okay, so they will collect money as a group. and they will fund them, and they will try to develop their business. They will conduct some what programs, events to help them to overcome from the poverty. Okay. Are you all there, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is the village what I have shared you yesterday about the most cleanest water village in our country. So not only in guys, are you watching this video?
Yes, sir.
Not only in India,
Yes, sir.
the most cleanest village in the Asian continent itself. Watch it, watch it. So, however, the place is it cleany and tidy?
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So we can't believe there is a village exist in India like this. Usually, we can find these kind of neat and clean places only in abroad, like in Netherlands, Scotland, England. Okay, but here in India too, we can able to find. Okay, they are through they themselves develop this tourism and they are making money. Okay, fine. Let it be. So later, let me share you about the self-help group. Okay, so fine. Now we'll continue the session. So next one is credit appraisal system. Shall we continue?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So in case if any one of you waiting in lobby, kindly text me or text your friends. Okay. So what are the critical appraisal of rural banking? So we discussed so far what happened. Financial institution and non-financial institution, they are supporting funds to the farmers. Okay, to meet their financial expenditures and at the cheapest rate and very low interest rate. These are all the things we have discussed. But there are some drawbacks are there, problems faced by rural banking. First one is the inefficiency. So whatever the credit the rural people or else the poor farmers they are asking, it is not possible for them to sanction. So it is not insufficiency. Okay, insufficiency is there. It is not this. There is a shortage of finance for them. Then inadequate coverage of institutional sources. Okay, so in rural areas, in the sense what they will cover all the village. Okay, they will support financially. So what about this rural bankings like NABARD and Land Development Bank? Okay, this commercial bank they can't able to reach the rural area because India is a very vast country and most of the people resides in rural and population in rural is very high. The coverage is very less. Then inadequate amount of sanction. Sanction means what? RBI or else government they will sanction very less amount to as a subsidy or as a loan. The loan sanction amount will be very less compared to the requirement. So what will happen? It is not sufficient for the bankers also to provide fund to the poor farmers. Then less attention to poor farmers. So what happened? If that is normally happen not only in a rural area, even in urban area also. If you are if a poor person like a normal no, if they ask for loan, they will treat very badly the bankers. Whereas like Nirav Modi, Vijay Malaya, and so many big business persons, if they are asking, if they ask loan immediately, what they will do, they will give loans even at their doorsteps. Okay, so growing overdues. What do you mean by overdues? In the sense, suppose the people those who are not able to pay overdues, the மாசம் மாசமா கட்டக்கூடியது overdues in the sense due to this lot of agriculture credits continues another overdues and some people they can't able to pay back the loan even. So yes, these are all the problems faced by whom in rural banking. Any doubts, guys?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Okay.